Hello everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Darkwood. This game was really kicking my butt in the last part, but you guys have given me some really useful advice. First and foremost, I actually don't need a Molotov cocktail to get through the house on the edge of the woods. As a matter of fact, it can be done using a torch by swinging it as a weapon, which I need to build one anyway. So let's have a look at our workbench and see what we can do. Now, it's a question, is it better to use alcohol to build a torch, or the gasoline? Let us buy but a single plank from you? I really want to be careful not to spend too much of my reputation too early before I know how I'm going to replace it. And let's build ourselves a torch. We need another one anyway. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, will the rain actually dampen a torch? Will that put it out? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter too much. I never stop getting jump scared by those creaking floorboards, but that brings me to the other piece of advice you guys gave me. You told me that making noise at night actually can attract all kinds of horrors. In fact, the fact that I was walking around so much is probably what attracted the antlered being that killed me. Well, that and the fact that he saw me through the window. You guys also said that's another thing, is that although the barricades obstruct line of sight, they also stop other things from seeing in. Right now, those two windows are still unblocked, unfortunately. I need to get myself some more planks, but I feel a little bit more equipped with that and the other knowledge you guys have given me. Let's just use one of these gas cans to fill up the generator, since I am certainly going to need it. There we go. And that should get us through at least another couple of nights, plus we have more stashed inside. And you know what? As mean as it sounds, I kind of want to find one of those dogs that's been wandering around our base, so that I can get in a little bit more practice with the combat, because you guys gave me some tips about that as well. And you said that the best way to deal with these is to kind of matador them. Nope, ow. Gotta do it to the sides. There we go. Oh, that was a one-hit kill. Okay, so I clearly still need practice, but yeah, you said that I should matador them, wait for them to attack, dodge out of the way. Of course, I gotta remember to... Can I do that to the sides? Maybe I should turn and then dodge out of the way, because it seems like no matter what, when I press control, I jump backwards. And you basically said that I should wait for them to finish their attack, and then when they're in their recovery period, that's when I hit them. That's what I've got to do. I've got to get good at the combat. So far, I've been the Part 1 Laurie Strode of this forest, but I need to become the Ellen Ripley, the Sarah Connor. Something tells me that might be a little bit of an optimistic goal, but I have to try. My point is that if I'm going to be Laurie Strode, I want to at least be H2O Laurie Strode. Do you hear that? I could swear, I mean, it's all very hard to hear over the rain, but I could swear that I heard like a high-pitched noise on the air. Almost like a swinging metal door in the breeze. Oh, it feels so good to get out of the rain. This game really has such great atmosphere. Hello, bugs. Ah, yes. Now, you guys told me... Oh, that's the worst thing. You can see all the little hatchlings coming off when you crush it. That's the worst. We got another shell that we can sell for some reputation. You the same dead bug from before? Yes, you are. The door is still locked. Yeah, you guys told me that I can do a middle click attack, which uses a fair amount of stamina but doesn't require any wind-up. So that's going to be very useful to know going forward. Let's equip that torch and see if we can use it to burn through whatever this vile stuff is on the ground. And works like a charm. Excellent. Oh, there's a little bit still there. Be very careful. Oh, see, that looks like something that died and had its entrails dragged out, and then some mold or fungus just grew over it. There's something really strange that happens at, like, advanced states of decomposition in nature where it doesn't even look like a corpse anymore. Or even worse, is only vaguely recognizable as a corpse. As opposed to that, which is only vaguely recognizable as an object. What is that? I did not need... Oh, that was a perfectly timed flash of lightning to jump scare me when approaching the strange mass moving in the corner of this abandoned house. Egg. I mean, if you want to call that an egg. Something is floating inside. The skin looks to be quite thin. Maybe I could puncture or pierce it with something? Okay, well, that'll be something I do eventually. I don't really feel like I know what to do with this very moment. Is there anything useful out here before I move through the back door? A little bit of a divot in the trees back here, but nothing for me. At least not that I can see. Anything in the bathtub? No? Okay. I feel like I could try hitting it, but I feel like something horrible is going to happen to me if I do. At least the rain has stopped. Oh, come on. It's really just not going to let me through anywhere. Okay, well, what do you want me to do then, game? How do I go about finding this combination? Maybe I should try hitting the egg. Well, that opened it. I'm already like halfway through my makeshift weapon's health. I gotta figure out something else. Embryo? Well, it's valuable. I can maybe use it to buy stuff, but that doesn't feel like it's what I'm supposed to do. I mean, that's the thing, is I'm sure there's a wiki. I could be looking stuff up, but it doesn't feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. It feels like I should be learning for myself, and that's the way to get the best experience out of this, but there's so much. You guys have told me a lot, and it's been exceptionally helpful. I really don't know what I would do otherwise. I can repair that doorway, so I could turn this place into a safe house if need be. I don't really have the resources to do so at the moment, but it is doable. From here, which, yeah, this should be directly to the south of the burned houses, I'm gonna move up into the northeast to try and do some exploration, because I really could use some more gear at the moment. In particular, I could use keys and better weapons. That's the stuff I need. I feel like I'm good enough on gas to survive for a little bit at my home on my own. Please do not pursue. Location found, burned house. I think this map is much smaller than I had originally believed, because I find that I'm coming upon new things extremely quickly. And ow, I keep walking right into these mushrooms. I'm just not even paying attention. It's my own fault. Out. I'm going to... The truck is here. Wait, are you talking to me? No. Wait, please. See, I don't know if that's talking to me, or if it's part of the conversation that's going on inside. But it's really freaking me out. This is an excellent use of the top-down perspective. Leaves so much to the imagination. Okay, rags. I already have rags, so that'll stack, and a flare, which I imagine will be quite useful, and some more large mushrooms, which I can use to create more upgradability. Can I search this car? No, sadly not. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't really feel, at half health and with half a broken board, I don't really feel like getting into a fight with potentially 2 enemies at once. Especially when I still have so much to learn about the timing of the combat. Huh? They got themselves a farm going here? I feel like I'd be committing a grave error by walking through this and trampling their crops. Guess. Okay, I'll remember that this is here. I don't suppose I can take any of this stuff. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I actually can't walk through it. I can only walk between it. That could lead to some very, very scary chases should I find myself in here at the wrong time. I love being able to see the potential in mechanics. I wonder if... Oh, I might be right. Now, some of you told me, ooh, even more gasoline. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I can't stack any more rags, but I can grab nails. Okay, so there's a lot that I can harvest from this location. I was just about to say, I wonder if scaring off the crows actually... Oh, you stay away. Nope. You stay away. I'm in no mood. Alright, so to finally finish the thought, I was actually wondering if scaring the crows could actually lead me to something they were eating. And it seems that that's correct, because there was a body right where he was. Dogs. Okay, I don't feel like taking on 4 dogs and a mutant zombie at the same time. So that's the thing, is I want to get into the combat, but I don't want to die and lose any items. I prefer to train one-on-one on opponents, thank you. Now, it looks like this is the burned houses from before, so the dogs are back at that camp. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. That was pure luck. I forgot to dodge. But there's more. I can get more meat. Now, you said that throwing meat around my house at night can actually help ward off monsters. Which seems a little bit backwards, but I suppose it makes sense. Okay, so there's bread and rags in here. The question is, what do I do with rags and boards? These are all things that I'm in dire need of. I'm finding a lot, but I need to go bank stuff back at the house. But I do feel like I'm starting to get a handle on things. That gasoline will be enough to get me through several more nights, so I'm good. I can take my time and explore now. I think what I have to consider is, what are my current bottlenecks when it comes to progression? Mainly it's I need keys and combos for that house in the Southern Pass. I suppose I could also stop in and say hi at the Eastern Pass, but I certainly have to be willing to cut and run because I'm not confident in my ability to fight, not one bit. Let's drink from the well of life. Oh, the well is dry at the moment. I should check back tomorrow. I only get to heal once a day. Alright, that makes sense. Even if it did just rain. Oh, I see. Yeah, you guys told me that I should be using the crafting bench as storage, and it seems so obvious now. But it just didn't occur to me to do this. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's getting dark. I'm wondering... do I have time to make a run back to the burned houses and collect that loot? I said root because I'm so used to seeing them out of my peripheral vision. Actually... Now that I look around, I can't see those weird roots in my peripheral vision. That's odd. Is that like only a morning thing? Well, in any case, I suppose I should be just staying here. Now, we had that chain trap in front of the wardrobe. One of these windows, this back window, is barricaded, but the other two are not, so I'm going to have to keep a lookout. This one is, and there's a lamp here, so maybe this area with the oven would actually be a better place to try and hold. Alright, it's swiftly getting very, very dark out, so I guess I'll give it a little bit more of a wait and then start the Jenny and head inside. Lights on. Indoors. Let's drag this stool in front of the door. I don't know how much that's actually going to help me. Hopefully at least some. I'll drag this lamp over more towards the center of the room so that we get that light good and all over. Or maybe over here so that it peeks around the corner a little bit. Maybe that'll help me. Now we've got traps in front of these windows, even though they are uncovered. That window's barricaded. If I stay here, I should have a good view. And I should also be somewhat protected, because that window is barricaded. I wonder if there's a way to walk more stealthily, because this room right here, as we found out last time, is just one big, dark area. I'm going to produce another chain trap. Call me paranoid. And put it... Nope. Put it right in front of the very window that screwed me over last time, just in case. I really, really like the way nights are done in this, because it's not so much... I almost expected it to be like a wave defense type thing, but in reality, it's not like that at all in its implementation. It's actually more like... Oh, I hear those noises. No. No, 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 no. Something physical couldn't have climbed in those windows, right? They would have hit a trap. And that's just what I was saying. It's actually more like a terrified old man. I want to go home. This is my home. You get out. It's more like a terrified old man sitting alone in his cabin in the woods, just staring at the door all night, sitting in a chair with a revolver pointed straight ahead. Don't you be flickering lights. I'm not gonna go investigate no matter what. I'm only on half health after all. God help me if that generator goes out. I'm pretty sure I put in enough gas that it'll last like 2 nights at least. But the way this game has presented itself, you know so little that even with the protections, you still feel unsafe. It's not like Project Zomboid, where you can set up your defenses. What is that? And after a certain point, you feel reasonably sure that you'll be okay. It looks like the mist is swirling. With YouTube compression, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but it looks like some kind of weird swirling fog is falling over the place. And given the non-corporeal horrors we experienced last night, That has me greatly disturbed. I gotta be careful in case these lights go out. No. Oh, come on. You guys can't just do that. Alright, doggo, time to die. Whack. Whack! That chain trap paid off indeed. I'm glad you're the only thing that came through. Although the night's not over. Be careful that I don't back up into my other trap again. Yeah, that's not a good spot for it, with that lamp taking up so much space in the middle of the room. God, my heart skipped a beat when I saw that dresser start getting pushed in. No, oh, here you are again, another dog. You gonna stay over there, please? Yep, in and out, in and out. I wonder if it just didn't see me. I wonder if those dogs actually just explore around now that I think about it. I wonder if they're not actually out to get me. In any case, I'm definitely reconsidering my earlier plan that I've been tentatively considering for this entire series so far. Seems like day is breaking, and that plan is to push the wardrobe outside and then push it back in from the outside and seal it that way. Alright, seems like we've survived the night at the cost of only one chain trap, which isn't too bad. And we made it. And we gained trader reputation. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's almost like it rewards you for surviving the nights, in that they kind of consider you a more capable survivor, if I'm understanding this correctly. Because when the Wolfman gave us our quest, he basically phrased it as kind of like we're proving ourselves to him. So I wonder if that's not how this whole system works. Now, I think there's enough fuel that I should be able to get through one more night, but I'm gonna fill it up again anyway, just in case. We know where we can get more gas. Trader. Okay. I'm gonna want more boards from you. But I have some things that I can sell to you, so that's gonna be the first thing we do. Okay, so what should we sell? The embryo is worth a lot. I don't know if I can do anything with it. You guys are gonna yell at me, but I am going to sell the embryo. I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of boards with that embryo and use it to upgrade the crafting bench, because I feel like that's gonna be worth it for me. I feel like being able to make stuff is big important. So let's sell the embryo, sell the shell from the bug, and should I sell the odd-looking mushroom, or should I just... Or should I just make it into more essence dosage? I'm going to make it into more essence dosage, because it's not worth that much. I am going to grab all these boards I can buy, except that brings us to 202 reputation. We can actually start affording some nice stuff now. But I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to weigh my options first. Let's use these boards to upgrade our workbench. And what does that unlock for us? A couple of things, such as a single-shot pistol, powerful weapon, but useless after being discharged. And now we can make Molotov cocktails, but we don't really need them right now. Now, something you guys told me that was kind of cool is that we can actually pour gasoline on the ground and ignite it. Now, this kind of plays into what I was talking about. This game has a 90s aesthetic, but it's using modern hardware and software to enable us to do things with that look that you wouldn't be able to do at the time. Bear trap, a trap for bears, and other things, so we could make one of those using the last of our scrap metal. I know I need it, but I'm going to hold off for now because we actually haven't seen any scrap metal in quite a while. I hear more walking around. God, the sound of footsteps. You know, there's a reason it's such a common horror trope. It's ambiguous and unnerving. It tells you that there's something there, but it doesn't tell you what it is. Alright, let's try using the physics here to push this thing right on out that hole in the wall. What was that? I guess it makes a different sound dragging on the outside. Okay, now let's turn it back the other way. Yep, moving furniture. This is the exciting gameplay that you guys come to me for. And let's push it back in this way. And what that should do is make it harder to get in from the outside. There we go, that's nice and wedged. That is working exactly as I had hoped it would. I'm now realizing that I may have goofed myself a little bit here, because I put this stool in front of the door, but you know what? Opportunities. Opportunities galore, because I did want to test how well this works. Not that well. Makes it a little bit slower, but not quite the upgrade I was hoping for. Mushroom remains, those have still not grown back. I don't know if they do. One of you told me if they do, but I don't remember what you said. And you said that we can climb through non-barricaded windows. Yes, we can, so that's an ability that both we and the monsters have. Excellent and good to know. Some of you told me that I should start killing off some of these animals around my house so that I'll be able to more freely walk around. Now, does that mean that... Yeah, there's the guy that was there the other day. It leads me to wonder, are these enemies actually non-respawning? Is there a certain population of a given area? I'm actually going to equip my other board just in case the first one breaks. Crate. Locked. I could open it with a lockpick, which I will surely do. Excellent. Lots and lots of stuff. More batteries, more gas, all good things that I need. Gas is life. Ooh. When I saw the edges of your antlers, I almost thought you were something else. Alright, are you gonna let me get around you? I mean you no harm. I mean you no harm. And we're back at the farm. Which means we're back at stuff that's in need of looting. And while we're at it, I'm also gonna go see what's going on inside. It may be not smart, especially since I just jacked some of their gasoline. But I feel like it will be important, and I need to know who the players are. I need to know what's going on in this area. This early game is all about learning, and that's what I have to do. Locked. I need a key. Darn it. Destroyed generator. More gas, more nails. Yeah, don't mind me just robbing you blind. I'm sure that'll help your opinion of me when we finally meet in person. Now, this is clearly your territory, so I feel bad kind of taking it. But I feel like I need what's here. Okay, if you're all going to be coming at me at once, though, I don't think I can take you. I think I need a gun. I need to even the odds. Or at least a better weapon than this. Or at least more health than this. But if you're here, I can't... bear trap. Let's get ourselves some more scrap metal. Oh, there's a whole bunch of you all around. That appears to be a cow corpse, and if tractors are indeed all lootable... Yeah, I think there's plenty for me to get here. And I think I can lure you out one by one. Come on. Come on, this way. This way. No, I don't want two of you at once. I can do this. I can do this. I just need to... I just need for circumstances to favor me. Let's grab some more stuff. Let's continue grabbing ever more stuff. And let's have at 'em. More large mushrooms. Yes, that's right. Come over here. I'm in your territory. I'm getting... Oh, there's both of you right there. Got you. Got you. Yep. Yeah, dodging in mid-charge doesn't really work. The item is no longer usable. I need to repair it. Now, I'm wondering, should I be dropping these things, or should I be putting them... Should I be holding on to them and, like, maybe I can break them down or something? My inventory's full. I'll have to come back. But there is more for me to get. I've gotten a lot of gas today, and I've opened up this area for me to claim it, kind of. Still more dogs here, but I'm feeling a little bit more confident that I can handle them. They're not as scary as I once thought. They don't do as much damage as I thought. Now, the red seesaw, I can examine it, or I can hold my mouse over it and see a title, but it doesn't seem like I can interact with it. I wonder how that'll come into play later. Now, is it just me, or has my stamina increased? It might just be compared to the beginning. I've forgotten to mention it until now, although I did notice it in the previous part. But it feels like I just feel like my stamina and inventory space have increased. I can repair them using only 1 board and 5 nails. So that's useful to know. Repairing is cheaper than building a new one. Although I don't know if that actually restores them to full condition yet, but I will try it once. Gotcha. Now I am become the predator. Stupid dog. Alright, anything else for me in here? I know there's some things that I wasn't able to pick up before, but what about... Okay, gas, tire. It has 0 value, but I imagine it's got to be useful for something, right? Destroyed well, I can get some rope. It'd be nice if I could repair this one as well, so that I'd have a mobile healing site. This looks like a place where something terrible happened. I can hear the telltale sound of mushrooms. There we go. I'll have it, you. And I thought I saw a wardrobe over here. Yes, we can get some flares and some pills. Useful, but doesn't immediately help advance me. Some rags. Alright, I'm building up a stockpile. That's important. It's the thing that's going to help me stay alive long enough to get my bearings and figure out what it actually is I need to do to move on. The big thing that's holding me back so far is just not having the keys and combinations to that house in the Southern Pass. Need a key to the Eastern Pass as well, so I'm kind of stuck for now. Now, the North and West are still kind of unexplored. So I think what I'm going to do right now is take some of these items, another bear trap, and see if I can't pay the Wolfman a visit and see what he has to say, if he has anything good in his stock. Alright, Mr. Wolfman. Let's learn some more gossip. I'd avoid getting into trouble if I were you, meat. Or at least until you get a decent weapon. Yeah, I was actually meaning to ask you about that. Have anything else to show you? No. Trade. Would you happen to have a decent weapon? I can't imagine you're going to give me your AK. Yeah, you actually have quite a limited selection compared to the other guy. And I only have 50 reputation with you. So it actually is by merchant. Alright, well, you don't have anything that I'm particularly interested in. And it doesn't seem like... Actually, I do need the toolbox to upgrade my workbench. So I'll have to keep in mind that you have it. I still got about 10-15 minutes left to record, so I'm gonna have a look around and see what else I can find out. Maybe more to the northwest. Ah, we're immediately rewarded by a chest. How have you not found this? Locked. I could open it with a lockpick. I don't have any lockpicks. I think I have some wire at home. I have some in my inventory now, but I think I have more at home. Do you have any wires or lockpicks? Because I'm willing to make a trade of some flares. If only to save myself the trip. I already... Oh, no, that's rope. So I wouldn't be able to craft the lockpick anyway. Alright, never mind. I'm going home. Another doggo. Okay, well, I don't really have any more need of dog meat, so... What is that? Either those are antlers, or it's wearing like a crown of twigs. And it looks like it's etching some markings into the ground. It kind of looks like a shorter antlered version of the thing that came into my house the other night. Either way, it doesn't seem friendly. Well, I would never assume that it's friendly. Wait. As I enter the area, it's like my perception becomes distorted. I'm seeing glyphs over the actual markings on the ground. Something very strange is happening when I step into the signs. Alright, I'm gonna leave that for now. This is a simple milk run. At least it's supposed to be. I suppose it could go sideways at any time. There's another dog. Oh, how many dogs are there in these woods? Is this someplace I've been before? Oh, this is the underground entrance house. I certainly don't want to go back inside right now, but... Actually, even less so now that it's getting dark. I have to make my way home. And now it's become urgent. Hopefully this will be a comfy night and not a creepy one. Home, safe home. Very good. And not that we really need it, but we might as well take our free drink for the day. Alright. Safe at last. Let's bank our stuff. I assume we can't lose the stuff that we bank when we die, right? So let's put all of this in. That'll ensure that we get to keep going for a little while longer. That's not a complete can of gasoline, so we'll use what's left to fill up the generator and get it started. Excellent, excellent. And we'll switch that. Should we switch it on yet? I actually don't know when the perfect timing is for that. We can switch it on now. Looks like it's getting very dark very quickly, although the rain isn't helping with that perception. And you know what? We've gotten some more scrap metal back. I have a two-tiered plan here. We're gonna make a bear trap, first of all. We have enough to make 2 more, so I have no problem doing that. We're going to drag the stool, or actually, I was gonna say we're gonna drag the stool in front and then put another bear trap in front of the door, but do I want to do that? Because I actually don't remember. Thank you, Dramatic Lightning Strike. I don't remember if we get all of the resources back when we pick up a trap, or only some of them. So maybe we'll still just push the stool in front of the door, and I'll place the trap instead in front of this window. Which I realize is playing a little bit of a dangerous game, but it is the last of the uncovered windows. It's just scary to have it right next to the crafting bench like that. And I guess we'll see how well this wardrobe idea holds up. In the meantime, let's just stick ourselves in a corner, keep quiet with a weapon at the ready, craft ourselves another dose of essence, and have another sleepless night. I wonder if it's like Project Zomboid, where if I walk while in this attack state, if I'm actually quieter. So you guys told me that the reason I got attacked that first night was because I was walking around and making a lot of noise, but now I'm paranoid, because I don't know what that exactly entails. And as I sit here, huddled in my dark forest cabin, I'm wondering if the reputation that I gain upon surviving means that it's supposed to be incentivizing me to do nothing more than survive. That I'll be able to buy some of the things I need just from passing the time. Don't do this to me, Lights. I was attacked by ghosts in the darkness last time you went out on me. Imagine how scary that would be in real life. The lights go out on you and there's no representation like there is in this game. You just feel yourself getting hit by unseen entities in the dark. What is that? Something just got stuck on the chain. I have to deal with that. Die. Die, frog boy. Ow, what'd you just throw at me? Whatever it was, it didn't do a lot of damage, but that window is now unprotected. Dead savage. Alright, rag, stone, which is throwable. Oh, why couldn't I pick them up when you threw them at me? In any case, the rain has stopped, but I choose to... There's another one of you there! We need to get away from here. Wait, you're not another savage. Are you the same entity that I heard last night? I don't think you're the same as the savage that I just killed. That is so creepy that two entities managed to get into that room without me noticing. It was only because I heard the chain trap go off that I got the one, but the one on the bed? I was totally oblivious to it. Which kind of adds to my theory that it's some kind of ghost or other non-corporeal entity. I think it's the same one from last night, because it's in the same place as well. I love how this game has me speculating without any way of gaining real answers. Oh, it's so fascinating. It's so scary, but so fascinating. I love horror that puts me in a position of constantly wanting to know more, but having to scare myself even further to take the risk of getting answers. Oh, I am loving this game so far. This is like my perfect game, almost. It's actually amazing how it's taken me this long to appreciate it for what it is, but these nights really do make the game for me. Wait. The fog is growing denser, but only in the dark areas, the areas I can't see. And I hear that whispering. It's the ghosts. It's the ghosts. Oh, please don't kill the light in this room, because then I'd have to go into the room with the other thing. That thing on my bed. Please keep me safe through the remainder of the night, single remaining lamp. I keep my weapon out as if I can hit them anyway. Morning light set me free. And you know what? That was scary, but it's a sign of progress because it happened and I immediately knew what to do and what I would do if things went wrong. I'm learning. 3 parts in and I'm finally learning. And yes, we have that reputation. Which means just surviving is actually going to pay for me. And you know, even if it becomes an expense, if I stop finding gas, I can pay 60 from you, and that'll enable me to gain 100 each day, which means that I can gain an extra 80 reputation just by continuing to survive and buying gas off of you. Not to mention whatever the Wolfman carries, and I don't know if you restock. But this is starting to look more sustainable than I at first believed. You know, I'm also starting to wonder, because I've been very impressed with the way the AI works so far. Had it not been caught in that chain trap, I wonder if the Savage actually would have come for me. Like, was it really coming for me, or was it just having a look around? Because we've seen the AI behave in ways that actually make sense, and it's something I really love. It's not like everything is just specifically trying to kill me. This environment just is, and I have to learn to live by its rules. It's almost like there is no greater malice. Of course, I could be entirely wrong on that. But the point is, it doesn't seem like everything's specifically targeting me. It might have just been a waste of a chain trap. Anyway, I'm out of time, but in a lot of ways, this part has kind of been the opposite of what the previous one was. Where last time I was getting killed and running away from fights, here I've been gaining resources, kind of gaining the will to explore more. And even if I don't feel like the king of the castle, the king of the jungle, I at least feel more like I can navigate. And in a place like this, in a game like this, that's huge. I can't wait to see what next time brings. I definitely want more advice, because the place where I'm most stuck right now is how do I go about getting keys? Or at least, if not necessarily telling me where specifically I get those keys, do you think I should just explore more, or is there somebody I have to talk to? Like, is there something a little more annoying that I wouldn't have figured out on my own? As well as non-spoilery advice in general, I'm open to all of that, because you guys have been a huge help so far. This has been like an interactive Let's Play. And if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any other videos you'd like me to make, the best place to suggest that is at the Discord at the link in the description. There we have an awesome community that likes to discuss all things creepy and comfy, so if you're into that stuff, I highly recommend you check it out. And as always, I will see you in the next one.